Hey guys. Did you guys just hear that? Yeah, it's me. Guys, hey, you don't have to bother checking in with your buddies. They hear me. How you guys doing? How are we doing? Well, that's a loaded question. Guys, how are we doing? Fucking how are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Okay, I'll speak for them. I think we're a little bit nervous, a little bit shocked. I completely understand. If I were you, I would be nervous and shocked. It will be over soon. So, guys, I'd like to get to know you before I eat you. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I think that's the civil thing to do. You're a fucking polar bear. Yeah. So? You're a fucking telepathic polar bear. Indeed. All the animals of the animal kingdom are effectively telepathic. Yeah, but you're gonna come and eat us and you speak English. Well, what would you want me to speak? I like to get to know my victims. You're not really my victims. You're my meal. This is the animal kingdom. You're an animal, I'm an animal. In this environment, I'm the apex predator. You're my prey. Whoa. You actually speak English. Listen, we animals are actually quite happy to reflect back to you your own superiority complex. It doesn't bother us that you think that you're superior. I mean, that's your thing. That's what you humans do. I'm coming to eat you, so you can argue all you want. Whether you're superior to me or not, you're in my domain. Now, do your other buddies talk, or is it just you? Oh, they talk. They're just fucking petrified. Well, let's hear from them. Guys, do you want to talk to the polar bear? I'll say something, John. By the way, are you the designated leader, John, of our little trio here? Listen, buddy, I don't even know how much time we have left, so if you want me to be the leader, I'll be the leader. All right, John, don't get testy. First question for you, Mr. Polar Bear. Am I dreaming? No, you're not dreaming. Okay. Am I tripping? Well, you could be tripping, but you're not tripping as far as I know. This is a basic courtesy in the animal kingdom. When there's enough time to establish a rapport between predator and prey, such as this instance, then I'd like to, comply with that courtesy. I know that when there are superior, now I don't want to say superior, but when they're predators that are coming for me, I would like to be given this courtesy. Yeah, but you just said that, John, did he not just say that he was the apex predator? I am the apex predator here, on this ice shelf. Okay. So I'm not dreaming. Well, you're not dreaming, no. You're gonna be dead soon, as soon as I can get over there. Okay, so how is it that you're able to, I could barely see you. Is that you? That's me. I'm here. Yeah, but, he looks like he's fucking 20 miles away. How in the world can you see us? Well, I can smell you. I can smell you even 30 miles away. I've been coming. I've been fucking pawing my way through this ice shelf for the last 10 miles. I'm hungry. You guys are my next meal. I want to get to know you before I scarf you down. How are you talking? John, you don't mind if I ask him some questions, do you? No? Steve? It's all you, man. Thank you. Hi, I'm Steve. Hello. I'm a polar bear. Do you have a proper name? Well, yes, I do. Tell me your proper name. I'm Steve. I'm Jean-Claude. Fucking French polar bear. That's nice. Jean-Claude. You telling me that you smell us 30 miles away? And you've been coming, and you've been pawing your way for 10 miles? Yes. Absolutely, Stephen. I'm coming for you. I bet you taste good, too. From what I can smell, you got a lot of fat. A lot of juicy fat. Looking forward to it. Jean-Claude, can you maybe go back? I'm not ready to die today, Jean-Claude. I'm not ready to die. At the claws of Jean-Claude, the telepathic polar bear. Listen, Stephen, John, and whoever that third man is, I'm Eric. Eric, you're gonna die at some point. This is a basic courtesy of the animal kingdom. Now, the reason this is a surprise to you is because this aspect of science is occulted. Jean-Claude? Yes? Jean-Claude? Yes. Stephen here? Yes. What does occulted mean? Occulted means hidden. Thank you. Continue. Where was I? You were talking about occulted. Thank you. Thank you. Who am I speaking to? Is that Eric? It's Eric. So, occulted means hidden. This aspect of science is hidden. Now, we want you to experience the rapport that we all enjoy in the animal kingdom. In the animal kingdom, if there's enough time for the predator and the prey to get to know each other, that is the ideal. Yes? Yes, go ahead. This is Stephen here. Yes, Stephen. How can the telepathy get this far? And how could you actually tell that I just raised my hand? Oh, the telepathy, that's not a big deal. As long as we are connected, then the telepathy can happen. Okay. So, Jean-Claude, how are we connected? Well, I smell you. So you're telling me that the telepathy follows the smell? Of course. Oh. Guys, we need a strategy. You're damn right, we need a strategy, Stephen. We're gonna be eaten. Is there any way that we can just... Is there any way that we can actually be strong enough to overpower a polar bear, the three of us? No. Negative, Eric. But you have a vested interest in us believing. Jean-Claude, I don't mean to be disrespectful to you, because you have been nothing but civil toward us, but you have a vested interest in us believing that we can't overpower you, and that becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy if we believe that. Like, it's like, if we believe we can't, we're correct. If we believe we can, we're correct. No, if you believe you can, Eric, you are wrong. I'm gonna make scraps of you three. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, I'm letting you know that. You need to get your affairs in order. Don't contrive meaningless defenses. There is nothing that you can do. Well, how do you know? How do you know? Because you're very nervous. Well, yeah, I'm very nervous! Stephen, help me out. Edmund. I'm very nervous. Can we arrange a deal with you? Maybe help you somehow? You know. He seems to be getting a little bit closer. Oh, I'm getting closer. Just having a difficult time navigating this one outcropping of ice. But I'm coming. I'm absolutely going to be there soon. This is a courtesy. Get your affairs in order. Jesus. I've never died before. Well, you've died plenty of times, you just don't remember it. I've died plenty of times, everybody, animal or human, we're all dying and coming back to this. So, the only thing that you really have to worry about is whether you are psychologically prepared for me to maul you. I'm very civil, respectful, at this great distance of 25 miles. I thought you said you were 30 miles. Do not interrupt me. I just traversed 5 miles in the last several minutes. 5 miles? How can you go 5 miles? Well, I'm a telepathic polar bear. When I reach an obstacle that I can't surpass or mount, then I teleport around it. I only have so much energy to teleport. I need to consume to teleport. You're teleporting telepathic polar bear. Who speaks English? Yes. You are damn. I'm gonna say, man, I am really fascinated, but I'm also really terrified and cold. And guys, I kind of want to stay alive. I mean, I want to stay alive because I want to stay alive. But I want to stay alive because I want to tell the world that there's a telepathic, teleported polar bear who speaks English. As nice as that sounds, gentlemen, I'm quite hungry. You're not going to be able to tell civilization what is happening here. I'm amusing myself, extending this courtesy. Gentlemen, here's what I suggest. Between the three of you, come to an understanding. As I said, get your affairs in order, but also come to a reconciliation with your own mortality. This is the courtesy. You need to come to terms with death. You need to come to terms with being mauled. Because when I get there, the savagery is going to take over, obviously. The closer I get, the more savage I become. Wow. You are so frickin' intelligent. Yes, I'm very intelligent, but also very savage the closer I get. That's why none of you humans understand the animal kingdom. You only get to see us when we're very close and very savage. Why wouldn't we be savage? We have no idea what you're going to do to us because you're so superior. You're the apex predator. Of course, you sedate us, net us, shoot us, capture us, put us in your zoos, stuff us for your taxidermy, take all of our assets, husks, claws, pelts. Frankly, when we voted on this courtesy, I wasn't exactly for it. But then again, I remembered that when I get close, I get savage. That doesn't really matter in the end. Doesn't matter if you've got your affairs in order, because you're gonna lose your shit when I get there. Hey guys. I think we need to get savage. I think we need to get really savage. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you? I'm not. Well, then you better get ready. Because this guy right here, this polar bear, he means business. Is there any way that we can become as savage as he is? Yes. Hey fellas, I like what you're doing over there. I like that. You don't have it in you. It's great you can talk, but you can't walk. What I mean is, there's no way that you're gonna get as savage as I am. You're shitting your pants right now. If I make one more teleportation, you're gonna lose it. And that's okay. See, you got out of touch with your primal nature. That's the disadvantage of being so advanced. Your technology has ruined you at the expense of your savagery. I'm of a mind to think that this courtesy really is just torment. We can't do anything about it, guys. Well, how do you know that we don't have a gun? I know you don't have a gun. How do you know? How does he know? How does he know we don't have a gun? You wouldn't be shitting your pants if you had a gun. Right when I smelled your scent, I could smell your terror. You're out here on some kind of expedition. You're not properly equipped. You thought you could just run away. You can't run away. Well, why can't we run away? You're surrounded. Are we surrounded? How does he know whether we're surrounded? We can just hop back in the car. You can't. You can't hop in the car. The minute you go that way, you're gonna find what we've got waiting for you. Yeah, he's fucking bluffing. He's bluffing. Hey guys. I say we get the fuck out of here. But I can't. I gotta see this through. Man, you gotta get the fuck out of it. We gotta go, man. We gotta go. We definitely gotta go. We gotta go. I kinda wanna stay. I kinda wanna go. I kinda can't be here, but I kinda know. Guys, you just listen to me. Is it possible that we're just having like a collective hallucination? Like, there is a polar bear out there, but I have no idea whether that polar bear has actually traversed like 10 miles or in the space of like 30 minutes we've been talking to him. Hey, I think this is really cool shit. Honestly, we gotta kind of like stay and figure this out. Like, is the polar bear actually getting closer to us? Is the polar bear actually real? Is that polar bear speaking English? Is that polar bear telepathic? Is that polar bear teleporting? And why is he saying that we can't just go back to the car and get the fuck out of here? He's saying that we can't go back to the car, Steven, because there ain't no car back there, man. We didn't come out here in a car. We didn't come out here in a car. No, we did not. I don't know how we did, but I know there's no car back there. But what he was just talking about, the polar bear was just, Jean-Claude was just saying that we can't go back to the car, because evidently Jean-Claude knows. Jean-Claude? How would he know? We have not even established whether Jean-Claude really exists. You guys, seriously though, if there's a fucking polar bear who's telepathic and teleporting and speaking English, we need to kind of figure out between the three of us whether we are totally hallucinating, whether we're in some kind of virtual reality game, whether we've been drugged or something, or this is a dream. I told you guys, there's no escape. I'm coming for you. Alright? Guys, here's my theory. You guys could tell me what you think. But we're actually fucking in a torture chamber. Like, we done something wrong. We don't know why we're here. But part of the torture is that polar bear. And what I would suggest is that this is a challenge. There's a hidden message here. This is therapy. We're healing trauma. That polar bear out there does not exist. That polar bear is actually just a collective manifestation of our own wound. It's not coming. We know that no polar bear can speak English, and no polar bear can teleport, and no polar bear is telepathic and gonna give us this courtesy to get our affairs in order. We're probably gonna die. We're probably gonna die. I don't want to die. You know, I'm gonna tell you guys something. This is... Do you remember when the shit just hit the fan for everybody, and we kind of came to the point where we realized that none of the shit we saw on TV was real, was true, that it was like all fake? Like all the shit that told us that it was real was false? Do you remember that? Do we remember that? Of course we remember that. What's the point? That's what this is. Let me tell you something, guys. Here's what's happening on this planet. You're starting to wake up. So you're starting to see the way things are. You were really convinced that you were this superior species, but what's happening, or what happened, is that your species woke up to the fact that the real predator was in your species, was within it. It was keeping you dumb, keeping you stupid, but also keeping you cut off from the other animals. And now that parasitic apex human that was preying upon you has started to be exposed, now you can talk to us. Because those parasites, those human parasites, were blocking your ability to communicate with us. Now we're here. I'm coming for you. I'm hungry. I'm getting savage. I'm feeling the savagery. I'm feeling it. Okay, Mr. Savage Polar Bear Jean-Claude, tell me something. Why can't I get savage, man? Why can't I get savage as you get closer? You want to see something? You want to see my claws, man? You want to see my fangs? Come on, get over here, Jean-Claude. I'll fucking take you out. No, you won't. I'm 12 feet tall when I stand on my hind legs. I'm 1,000 pounds, 1,200 pounds. I'm fucking savage. I got claws and I got fangs. You don't got eyes. Oh, bullshit, man. Check these fucking claws out. You want some of that, Jean-Claude? You want some? You want some? Want some? Come get some. Fucking polar bear. Fucking telepathic. Wow, guys. That's pretty wild. I'm ready. I'm ready. Guys, you gotta find that frequency in yourself where you're ready to go toe to toe. Mr. Polar Bear, come on now, get over here. Come on, I'm just waiting for you. I like it. I like it. Too bad your two buddies won't give me the same treatment. I'll probably eat them first. You and I could talk a little bit, and then when I belch and make a little bit more space in my stomach, I'm gonna eat you too. But I'm very happy that you're at least gonna have a show of force for me. Make it interesting. Oh yeah, Jean-Claude, get your ass over here. 'Cause here's what I figure. Either you're full of shit, and you don't exist, or you're real and ain't gonna go out like a pussy. That's it, Eric, that's it. Now tell your buddies to man up. 'Cause I like a little resistance. I'm Jean-Claude. French, give me some of that resistance, that pièce de résistance. Ah, yeah, that coup de grâce. You humans, you know, before you sloughed off the parasite, you're really boring, but I'm kind of liking you now. I don't get to eat humans very often. And it's so stupid to get stranded out here on the ice shelf. I think you probably wanted something interesting for yourselves. You wanted to have this moment with death to see what you're made of. I get it, it's like tough mutter. But it's like tough ice instead. I've been eating a lot of seal. Been eating a lot of walruses. To be honest with you, I get bored with that fare. But what I'm gonna tell you is that these galactic emanations, they're increasing in their frequency. We're getting more of them. They're increasing in their intensity. We're getting more and more saturated. Polar bears, humans, all of us. And I'm enjoying this little chat with you. I'm hoping that someday I won't have to paw my way through 30 miles of ice and snow just to eat you. Hey, man, you don't have to worry about anything, because when I'm done with you, this ain't gonna happen anymore for you. And I wish that you could tell your polar bear brethren, Jean-Claude, not to come for us anymore, because you know what? Here's what I reckon. You're a psyop. You're working my mind. You're trying to destabilize me. I won't be destabilized. I will take on a polar bear, and I will take him down, because I got my mind. I like it. Tell your buddies to get on board with this winner-take-all attitude. See? You're doing it again. You're trying to fake me, juke me, hoax me. It's not gonna work. Hey, man. Eric. You know you're talking to yourself, right? No, I'm not talking to myself. I'm fucking talking to Jean-Claude the polar bear. You guys, I don't know what you're doing pissing in the snow. Okay? You're pissing your pants in the snow because you actually believe this guy? Oh man, we're not pissing our pants in the snow because of some polar bear. We're pissing our pants in the snow because of you. What do you mean because of me? You're talking about being a fucking polar bear. I'm not talking about being a polar bear. I'm talking about beating that polar bear's ass. What fucking polar bear? We already established there is no polar bear out there. Well, you two fucking established that. I'm talking to the motherfucker. Hey, Jean-Claude, can you believe these guys? Of course I can believe them. They're losing their minds. The closer I get, the more savage my frequency, the more they pick up on it and they shut down. You and me, Eric. You're the one who's mentally strong enough. You've got the fortitude. Your two buddies here, they ain't got the fortitude, so they go into denial. They're about to die. They go into denial. You man up. You're gonna take a polar bear. Mano, mano, I like it. I like it. That's savage, man. Keep it coming. That's savage. You might grow some fangs and some claws while you're at it. Oh, you know I am. Let me tell you something, Jean-Claude. This is Eric you're talking to. Let me tell you something. My buddies here, not really my buddies. One of these guys I just met a few minutes ago before we started talking. I don't even remember his name. I know the other guy's Steven. I don't know the other guy's name. Let me tell you something. You and me. Because I gotta say this. If you are a polar bear, okay? If you're a polar bear who can talk English, you're a polar bear who's got telepathy and teleport, well, I don't see why. And we got all the galactic emanations coming out. I don't see why. I can't get as big as you. I don't see why I can't grow fangs and claws and take you on one-on-one. My little pussy friends here, fuck them. That's you and me, bro. Come on. Come get it. Come. Get some. I'm here, I'm waiting. You're not bad for a human. I will tell you that. You're not bad. I like it. I like you. I might just spare you. Bullshit! Jean-Claude, bullshit. See, that's it. Oh, you're gonna spare me and you're gonna eat my two friends. What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? Huh? I'm talking to Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude is trying to tell me he's not gonna eat me. Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. Don't even start backing down. You're a fucking polar bear. Own it. You've got to come here and eat me. You're not a savage. You talk savage. You're not the real deal. I'm the real deal. I just talked down a polar bear because I realized my hidden potential. You, on the other hand, all fluff. You come here, you're just like a little teddy bear. Undeserved reputation, undeserved. Now you're trying to get in my head, aren't you there, Eric? Suddenly you just burst open. You're Mr. Confidence, getting in my head, terrorizing me. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, Jean-Claude doesn't get terrorized by no human. Alright? When I get there, we will talk. If I can withstand all my savagery and return to this frequency of mine, we will talk. No, we're not going to talk. I'm going to give you the opportunity to talk. I'm going to basically take my two buddies here, just by the scruff of the neck, and feed them to you. And then you know what I'm going to do? After I've satisfied you, I'm going to put my finger through your forehead, squish your brains as a courtesy. I know what you like. I have seen this. Seen this in my mind. This is an intelligence war. You just think, because all these galactic emanations are coming from the core of the galaxy, intense frequency, so powerful, and now you're telepathic and teleporting and talking English. Well, what about me? Did you think that you would just suddenly get exponentially gifted and leave the humans behind? Now that our parasites are no longer sucking the gray matter out of our skulls, you just think it was you? Jean-Claude? Well, my two friends here, one of them's not my friend. I don't even remember his name. We'll call him Claude. Claude, Steven. No, we won't call him Claude because you're Jean-Claude. We'll call him Edmund. Edmund? Guys, I'm a little bit ashamed. I at least feel like I'm on par with this polar bear. But you, Edmund, and you, Steven, over there fucking cowering and pissing in the snow, pissing your pants. I don't have any respect for that. In fact, I'm starting to have my own ideas about what me and Jean-Claude are going to do to you when he gets here. Because I got to say something to you, Jean-Claude, and I will say it in front of my buddies here. Guys I don't even like and hardly know. Edmund and Steven. Hey, guys. I'm working together with Jean-Claude because you know what? He just helped me catalyze my true nature, and I gotta say, I'm feeling savage. Thank you, Mr. Polar Bear, because there was something deep inside of me, and I wasn't willing to do the hard thing, and now I am. I'm growing the claws. I'm growing the fangs. I'm growing the height. I'm growing the weight. And I might just start teleporting. But you guys, you're not coming. Hey, Eric, you have gone through such a transformation, but I gotta say, me and Steven are a little bit doubtful about your metamorphosis. We're here together. We're a team. I don't know where you just went, but we can't follow you. Steven and I aren't able to go there with you. It's like you just got the fuck out of Dodge. I'm a little bit concerned about that polar bear out there, but also, Eric, I'm a little bit concerned that you yourself are a polar bear. There, I said it. I said it. I fucking said it. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to abandon you by kicking you out of the human race. But Eric, I'm gonna put my foot down. Me and Steven have concurred. She may not be a human anymore. You may indeed be a polar bear. And if you're a polar bear, well, oh. Hey, Edmund. Let me speak to Eric here for a second, okay? Let me just talk to him. Hey, Eric. Eric. I think that polar bear is doing a number on you, dude. Because he's getting closer, and you're turning into a polar bear. And I gotta tell you something, Eric. He's told us that we don't even have a car, that we're stranded out here, and I don't even know if that's true anymore. See, you guys gotta realize something that me and Jean-Claude have been talking about. You don't have any escape. You need to understand, Steven, Edmund, that even if we have a car back there, which I suspect there is a car back there, there's other polar bears waiting for us in between the car and us. This is what I'm learning from Mr. Jean-Claude out there. All that I'm learning now, it's coming together for me in my mind. Putting the parts together, 2 + 2. All those guys, they're not guys anymore. We thought we'd come out here and hunt us some polar bear. What are you talking about? Eric, have you lost your mind? We don't even have any weapons. How could we come out here and hunt polar bears? Because it wasn't us. Wasn't us. What are you saying? I'm saying that the other guys are all polar bears now. The ones with the guns. Why don't we have guns? They made sure we didn't have guns. They're all polar bears. We're the only ones who aren't. And yet, I'm feeling the shift right now. And guys, you better become a polar bear with me. Because Edmund, Stephen, I'm feeling it right now. And you're just cowards. And I'm getting more and more savage. The only way to survive in this world is to become a polar bear. So you fellas better get with it. Because when Jean-Claude gets here, and Eric welcomes his polar bear brother, we're gonna turn on you. All of us are gonna turn on you. You're gonna be surrounded by polar bears. Let me tell you about the courtesy of our brother out there, Jean-Claude. He's given us time. He's given us time to figure it out. We're not equipped to truly live on this planet. There's a coming storm. There's an ice age on the way. We've grown so weak. Look at our faces. Look at our hands, our teeth, our build, our musculature. We're not ready for what's coming. This courtesy is about making us ready. Yo, man. Listen, Eric. You may be like in a dialogue with that polar bear out there. We have not even established whether that polar bear is real or whether it's just kind of a moving snowball that's very large. You're in denial, Stephen. I may be in denial, Eric. I get it. But I would rather be in denial than be crazy and be a polar bear. You don't get it. Those galactic emanations. You've got to ride the lightning, Stephen. Edmund, you're not riding the lightning. You got a tiny little spark. It's your humanity. Oh, it's so special now that the parasites have fled and gone. Now that we've awakened. But we've got to become something else, and this is what I'm trying to say. We've got to become polar bears, the most savage and vicious, teleporting, telepathic, English-speaking apex is coming. Come, get your butt over here, Jean-Claude. Welcome, brother. I'm getting hungry, guys. Real hungry. Are you fucking kidding me, Eric? No, I'm not fucking kidding you. I'm getting hungry. Yo, I just need to say something here. You're still a human being, you know that, right? So that would be cannibalism. You see a human here? I see a polar bear here. For me, mauling on you two motherfuckers is not cannibalism. I've got to teleport. I'm a telepath. I burn so much energy just being me, and I must say, I don't imagine being confined to this plane. My brother, Jean-Claude, awakened me. I get to take it to the next step, so you two motherfuckers better get on board. Oh, it's dinner time. I don't mean to be mean, but I'm hungry. I can feel the polar bear just coming and coming and coming from within. Oh, yeah. It's the Ice Age. The galactic emanations, the grand solar minimum. All of them coming together. The parasites no longer extracting all the vital energy from our neocortex. They're gone. It's time to become a new species. And let me tell you something, guys. My energy needs. I don't want to make you feel nervous, but I've got energy needs. So, Stephen, Edmund, are you going to become polar bears or not? Are you going to take this opportunity to up-level your skill set? Upgrade your consciousness? Are you? I'm talking about a totally different frequency. Guys, what happens is you got to face death, and then you either up-level or you die. Okay? Because all you cared about, guys, and I know because I was there myself, all you care about now is comfort. And if all you care about is comfort, if that's what your aging process entails, comfort, the aggressive pursuit of comfort, then you're gonna be eaten. You can't do the hard thing. You're gonna be eaten. Hey, Eric. I want to ask you a personal question, man, before you go full polar bear on me and Edmund here. Do you think this has anything to do with like childhood trauma? Like you not able to accept you for you? Who are you deep inside? Reparent. Give that little boy inside, that wounded little boy, what he needs. If that wounded little boy needs a polar bear, well, listen, Eric, there's no need to exteriorize polar bears and project them out into the world and say, oh, you don't need to do that. That's just trauma. I am going to fucking eat you. You know that, don't you? Both of you. That's the kind of shit that gets you killed. Alright? All that fucking smarmy, swampy psychoanalysis about my wounded little boy. I'm gonna eat you. Alright? You need to man up and become a polar bear. Man the fuck up. Grow some fangs. Grow some claws. Learn to be telepathic and teleport. Because we're going to go off-world. Man, right when you said that we were going to go off-world, something happened in me. It's like I got this cinching, tighten, contraction, stitch in my body, man. What does it even mean to go off-world when you're a polar bear? You don't have any spacecraft. Guys, you do know that I'm appearing to you as a polar bear. Jean-Claude is appearing to us as a polar bear. Why the fuck would he do that? Why the fuck would you do that? My little wounded boy is terrified by these fucking polar bears. Exactly. That's exactly what Jean-Claude was doing. We're surrounded by all the wounds from your childhood. Man up, wounded little boy. None of your guns are gonna protect you unless you do the shift inside yourself. Psychoanalysis is death. It'll get you killed. Here's the truth. Little Stephen, little Edmund, here is the truth. You don't know what these polar bears actually are. They're the apex predator. But you don't know what they are. Beyond that facade. But when we take you off-world, so that you can grow your consciousness, then you'll know. Eric, I don't think so. How would we even know then if they're fooling us now? How would we know? This is all too much. It's too fucking wild, man. You're a real piece, man. I got gas. I'm shitting myself. I'm pissing myself. I really want to go. You can. Jean-Claude's on the way. You're surrounded. Okay. Man, can you please just help me? No, I can't help you, Stephen. He's right. We're surrounded by polar bears. You're surrounded by polar bears. Yeah, I know, but you just told me they're not actually polar bears. They're something else. They're projections of my wounded little boy. Just need a way out. Why does it gotta be this way? Because bloodlust has marred your species from its inception. What the fuck, Eric? Why are you talking as if you're not one of us? You're a human. I'm not a human. God damn it. Is he a human or not? I don't think he's a human. Was he so fucking human earlier? He was. It's quick. What is quick? The transformation is quick. You know, tell me you're gonna start transforming too. I might. Why? Death does strange things to a man. If Eric can do it, then I can do it, and you can do it. I can't do it. Can I? Of course you can do it. Listen. Here's what you don't get. You keep thinking that you're one thing when you're really something else. And what the fuck am I? What the fuck am I? I mean, how can Eric shift? How can Jean-Claude just do what he's doing? You keep thinking that you're a human. Of course I'm a fucking human. Of course I am. That's what he's trying to tell us. He's gonna eat us. If we don't realize, we are human. If we're not human, what are we? You gotta look at it closely, my friend. Jean-Claude, telepathic, teleporting, English-speaking polar bear. Eric, same. And I gotta tell you, I'm thinking about going that way myself. But you can't do that. Why not? Eric did. And apparently all the other militia, they did. But what about me? What about you? What about me? I can't do it. You better. What am I? What am I? Hello, gentlemen. What a pleasure. Well, it looks like the two of you have become polar bears. But it looks like you have not. So I'm going to eat you. I don't want to be eaten. Can you just spare me? I really just think this is really a bad dream, and I'm about to wake up, and I'm really pissing the bed right now. I'm just a wounded little boy. Can you go eat someone else? No. I'm going to eat you now. I've come from many miles. I'm very hungry. But you said that you would be savage. Oh, I'm getting there. Can you just not be savage and just get it over with? No. Every polar bear is savage inside, right? When he's about to rip you apart. It's time. It's time. Are you one of us or not? I don't know how. You realize there is no future for you. You are pathetic. You're going to die, and this is your ticket into immortal life. I don't know how I'm gonna become immortal just because I become a polar bear. I'm a wounded little boy. Just take care of me and pat me on the head. Don't send me out into the weird, wicked, wild world. You're gonna have to die. There is no more room on this plane for wounded little boys. Without claws, without fangs, without telepathy, without teleportation. You're not a human. That's the wound, thinking you are. How do you think these other two were able to morph so quickly? I don't know. Because they're not humans. They never were humans. They had to realize that. And then they grew their fangs, the claws, and all the other gifts. Teleportation, telepathy, that's just the beginning. Little one, wounded boy. You're not a human. Quit thinking that you are. I only eat beings who believe they're humans. You better start shifting. And you better start shifting now. That's it. Good. Keep going. Kill the wounded little boy inside. Find the savagery inside. Now you're ready. Now you understand. Death is my friend. Death is your friend. Death is my friend. Death, my friend. Death is your friend. Without death, no fangs, no claws, no telepathy, no teleportation, no off-worlding. Your humanity was your limitation, was your fear, was your curse, was your prison, was your wound. None of you are human. You all came from off-world. Quit playing small. When you play small, the polar bears come for you. We're not here on this plane to play small. We're not here to be wounded little boys. We're here to do the hard thing because my fellow polar bears, hard times are coming. Winter is coming. Be the polar bear on the outside. Be the off-worlder on the inside. You're going to eat everybody who pretends, because they're not ready. No, they're not. They are prey. Well, you're not going to eat them because you hate them. You're going to eat them because you're savage. So you walk up to them, just like I walked up to you, Jean-Claude, telepathic, teleporting, English-speaking polar bear. Are you going to eat them? What does that mean? You're going to terrify them with your savagery. They're going to have to die. The little wounded little boys inside. That's what they offer up. That's what you consume. And now we've been born anew. Now we're ready to go off-world. And leave our polar bear costume.